Hey guys, hope you're having a great day and a great time. So today, as you can see by the title of the video, I'm going to be telling you about the skin bleaching or the skin lightening tips I've learned over time when it comes to skin lightening creams. And these are tips that I've used myself on my own skin because, as I said, I've been doing skin lightening for quite a long period of time, and these tips have worked perfectly for me. Now these tips will also work perfectly when you're using my skin lightening creams. If you don't already know, now you know. I recently launched my skin lightening products, and I have a skin lightening body cream and a skin lightening face cream. They are both available to order online on my Instagram at Chicks Glow. I'll put the Instagram handle right on the screen so you can see. You can easily go to my Instagram account, follow me as well, and order my skin lightening products, and then I will process the order and send it to you right away. My products are made with safe skin lightening ingredients, and they work beautifully, and they work so well for different skin tones, and they can give you an even nice skin tone and a glowing skin. So anyway, now that being said, so I want to cover the main skin lightening tips that I've learned when it comes to skin lightening creams, because I feel that this is something that most people don't talk about. Some of these tips are tips I have come to discover from some of my friends, and some of them I've come to discover them because of doing extensive research on skin lightening. So, and for me, the whole aim of my channel is to share as much knowledge that I have on skin lightening, because I want us all to have nice glowing skin. Now the very first tip is to use DSMO or to use MSM. This is the MSM lotion, looks like this. Okay, then over here we have DSMO. It's just a clear liquid. It looks like water, but it's nothing like water. So DSMO and MSM. Now I put them together in this step number one, in the tip number one, because they kind of work the same. Because MSM and DSMO are meant to enhance the penetration of any skincare product you're putting on your skin. Okay, so let me begin with DSMO first. DSMO is very strong, unlike MSM. And with DSMO, you have to be very careful and extremely, I cannot emphasize this enough, you have to be extremely careful when using DSMO, because you can make very serious mistakes when it comes to your health when using it with the wrong products. Now DSMO, you're supposed to take a bit of it, apply it on your skin, okay? Give it like 1 or 2 minutes, then you apply your skin lightening cream on top of it. That way the ingredients that are meant to lighten your skin in your skin lightening cream are going to penetrate right into your skin and give you the skin lightening effect. So this one makes your skin lightening creams work way much more faster than they normally would if you did not use it. So that is why DSMO comes in handy. However, like I'm saying, DSMO is very strong, and in the sense that if I was like to put DSMO like on my hands or on my chest, then I take a strawberry and I rub it on my chest on the place where I have applied DSMO. Within a few minutes or so, the taste of strawberries will be on. I'll be tasting strawberries on my tongue, because it rapidly enhances the absorption of anything you put on your skin after putting DSMO. That is why they normally say you're supposed to make sure your hands are very clean when using DSMO to avoid contaminating your skin and your system with unsafe products. So even things like plastic, things like, that's why you can see it in a glass bottle. Even things like plastic are not, they will easily be absorbed into your system. If you put DSMO in a plastic container, then you apply it, it's like it will dissolve the plastic elements in that plastic container, and it will be absorbed into your skin. Basically what I'm trying to say in a short way, if you're not experienced, or if you haven't done a lot of research, don't use DSMO. Instead, use MSM. MSM comes in a lotion form, and it also comes in terms of the supplement, which I talked about in my skin supplements video. So MSM is not just a lotion, and this is the best MSM cream I've found so far. Now with MSM, you're supposed to apply to mix it with your cream, and then you apply it on your skin. That way you get the maximum benefits out of your cream, because anything that is in your cream, the skin lightening ingredients, are going to be easily and rapidly absorbed into your skin, into your system. Therefore it means you're going to achieve a very faster skin lightening results. So DSM and MSO, actually they're kind of like the same thing if you just do your research, only that DSM is more concentrated and stronger compared to MSM. So if you're a beginner, I highly recommend you do MSM. So it's more safer, it doesn't have any issues. But DSM, please do your research before you start using it. But they're both very good for skin lightening. I know for beginners this might be shocking. I know you might be wondering like, what the hell do you mean using a garbage bag? Now just hear me, just listen to me, just hear me out. Now this black garbage bag, what it does when you use it and you wrap it, like if you apply a skin lightening cream on your hands and then use the black bag to wrap your hand around it like so, okay, and then when it's fully wrapped up completely, of course I'm doing this on camera so it's becoming a bit tricky, but of course you wrap your hand, make sure your hand is completely wrapped in the black bag, and then you wear your jumper or your jacket, or you're sleeping, buy like a hoodie, buy a hood from any cheap hoodie you have at home, or any old sweater you have at home for you can use for sleeping. Then you can just now wear your sweater on top of it and you go to sleep. When you wake up the next morning, I tell you, I can guarantee you, your skin is visibly lighter than it was. And if you do this for a whole 1 week consistently, my friend, I'm gonna tell you, your skin is gonna get super light, and it's gonna be you're gonna get even toned skin because of that warmth. Because when your skin is heating up inside this black bag, it's opening up the pores in your skin, okay, and it's allowing the product, the skin lightening product, to penetrate into your skin and kind of like to bake, just to cook. By the time you wake up in the morning, your skin is nice and glowing. Especially if you're doing this after exfoliation, exfoliate your skin in the bathroom, then you come back before you sleep, apply your cream, then you apply the black bag, and then you put on your sweater or your jumper or your hoodie, and then you sleep. I'm telling you, by the next morning, your skin, you just see the results. It really works, and I didn't even believe it until I tried it myself. Now, if you don't want to buy, if you don't want to use this, there are certain sauna suits you can use. Like I have this sauna suit that I bought from Jumia. Now, I don't recommend buying a white one. That's a mistake I made, because they didn't have the black one in my size. But I haven't checked offer to see. So it comes in this is the top part, as you can see. I don't know if you're seeing that very well. That's the top part, and then this is the bottom part. Now, of course, like I said, I got my size wrong, because it's not supposed to be this big on your body. It's basically supposed to be to make sure it is touching your body like this. You know, there should be some contact between this polythene and your skin. If you're from the US and the UK, they have this sauna suit in Amazon. I'll put a few pictures on the screen so you can see. In fact, those from Amazon, those I've seen from Amazon, they're made of a neoprene. I can't remember the name of that material. It's not polythene. It's like the one used for scuba diving, that kind of, or for surfing, that kind of a material, which is very comfortable. And like this one, which is noisy and at times can be irritating to your skin. And of course, even using this one is not very comfortable, to be honest. I'm just gonna tell you as it is. It's not the most comfortable thing to sleep with. Of course, at times you feel like you're like itching at times. So that's the only downside. But it works so well if you use it consistently. Still on that, I have these gloves here that I use for my hands. Okay, now actually these gloves are meant for dyeing your hair. I got them from there's some dyes I had bought in Amazon that came with these gloves, the black ones. Again, like I'm saying, make sure you buy the black ones. And like these ones work very well for dark knuckles, and it's kind of what I'm using on my dark knuckles. So very soon my dark knuckles will disappear. They'll be gone, because I'm using a certain new product that I'm working on for the dark knuckles, combining with this one, and also making sure I exfoliate my hands very well, because I know that dark knuckles is an issue that most people have, and so I'm really working on that very hard. So stay tuned. The new products coming out soon, but of course I will never ever try to tell you a dark knuckle cream until I clear my knuckles completely. And I'm happy that I have a dark knuckles when I'm doing these videos. I'm happy that I began YouTube when I'm having dark knuckles. That way you have the evidence right for yourself. Can see the evidence, okay? So when I clear my dark knuckles, you come back and say that, oh, those are not your hands, you're lying to us, those are not your hands. Honey, these are my hands. And look at them very carefully, because these dark knuckles, they're about to disappear. I'm working on something which is very, very promising that will help to get rid of my dark knuckles. So I'm using it combining with this glove. Moving right on, the very next tip is to exfoliate. Now, exfoliation is something I've already discussed extensively in my channel. I don't want to keep on repeating myself. I already have 2 videos on exfoliation, on the physical exfoliants and also on the chemical exfoliants. So I will link those 2 videos down below, so that if you haven't watched them, you can just go to my channel and watch them, and you understand the importance of exfoliation. And like for me, I do it like 3 or 4 times in a week. That way my skin is nice and supple and soft, and anything I put on my skin is easily absorbed, as compared to like basically what most people say is that if you're using any skin tightening cream and you're applying it on top of skin that has not been exfoliated, it's like applying a skin tightening cream on plastic. It won't be absorbed. It will just be sitting on the surface of your skin, and it won't get absorbed into your skin. So that is why it's very important that you exfoliate your skin. That way you're able to get an even skin tone, because some parts of your skin may absorb the cream better than others. But if you exfoliate, you're able to get an even skin tone, because every part is exfoliated and it gets the same amount of cream, so it becomes you get an even skin tone. Now, the very next tip is something I mentioned in my previous video when I was talking about my skin lightening products, is that you don't mix your skin lightening creams with any other products, because I already explained this, but let me just go briefly through it. The very first reason why you should not mix your skin lightening creams is because certain skin lightening ingredients don't work well together. They kind of like counteract each other. They just don't get well along very well. So you have to make sure you are aware of that. And number 2, the reason why you should not be mixing your skin lightening creams is because essentially you'll be diluting your cream. So if your cream is supposed to work in like 2 or 3 weeks, your cream will work for you in like 4 weeks, because you have diluted it to a level where it's not even lightening your skin the right way, or to the right level it's supposed to lighten your skin up to. So basically, don't mix up your creams. The only time where I can say you should mix up your creams with something else is like when you're doing a maintenance regimen. When you've already achieved your skin tone and you're happy with it, then you can dilute your skin lightening cream with like shea butter, with like sweet almond oil, with the coconut oil, just to moisturize your skin and to kind of dilute the cream a little bit and to maintain your current skin lightening level. That's the only time I can say you can mix it up. Or if you're mixing it with the, like I said, with the MSM or vitamin C serum or vitamin E serum, but not mixing it up with any other creams. Or at least, if you're gonna mix up your creams, make sure you're mixing up creams that are from the same brand. The very next tip is to stick to one cream. Now, I know this is controversial coming from a person like me who has tried almost like 1,000,000 creams. I've tried like so many creams, and I haven't had much luck with creams, like I said before. So like right now for me, I'm currently using my own skin lightening cream, which is Chick's Glow Skincare, Chick's Glow Lotion. That is what I'm currently using, and honestly right now it's working. It's been working fantastically for me. It's been working so well for me, and so because of that, I don't intend to switch to any skin lightening cream anytime soon. Maybe like in 1 year or 6 months I might do a review of another brand, but right now I know for sure I want to stick to my own brand because it works for me, and it's something that I made myself using safe skin lightening ingredients. So I don't want to experiment a lot, and also I want to kind of like prove to a point to some of you guys who think I don't use my own creams, or who are not sure like what are the results of using my creams. But you'll be able to be seeing me each and every day when I'm making a video, you'll be able to see my skin. That is why I try to make sure when I'm making this kind of videos, I'm wearing an open sleeve top and an open back and just an open top or an open dress, where you can see my chest, my back, my arms. You can just see everything how it is. You can just see the result of my skin whitening progress as you go on day by day as I upload new videos. And still on that note, that is why I normally say stick to a cream that you can afford, something that you can afford to buy every month, or if not every month, at least like every 2 months. Just basically stick to a cream, or not even creams, even when you're doing glutathione and supplements and other things, and ready to do skin whitening, stick to something within your budget, something that you can maintain, because if you can't, that means you'll be skipping from this cream today, tomorrow you're using another cream, the next you're using another cream. That way you're gonna get very, very inconsistent results, and if you get skin damage, you don't even know what caused your skin damage, because you are jumping from one product to the next, not even giving them time to work. So basically, just stick to what you can afford, okay, and also avoid jumping from cream to cream. At least if you're gonna do that, at least maybe like in about like 5 months or 6 months, but not like every month you're using a new cream. That's gonna work very counter, what the right to use. It's gonna be working to your disadvantage if you are doing that. Now, still on that note, is tied up to the next tip, is for you to be consistent and to be patient. Nothing is going to work overnight. Of course, I know there's some creams in River Road and some creams that sold online that have steroids that can lighten up your skin within 3 days. But is that what you really want? Do you want to wake up in 3 days and then your skin is light? Because even though your skin will look good, it will only look good temporarily, only for a short time. Maybe for like 3 months or 4 months, your skin is gonna be looking good, it's gonna be lit, it's gonna be laid. But then afterwards, you will notice now the effects, the side effects of using those steroid creams will start kicking in. Start getting green veins, start getting like stretch marks, very, very many, or maybe like white spots on your skin. You start noticing some things that were not there in previously. All along you're thinking the cream is working well for you, it was working fast, it's doing you good, until later on when the effects of the cream catch up with you. So basically, be patient. Like with my cream, I've said very well, it takes about 2 weeks for you to see any results, like for you to be like 1 or 2 shades lighter, and that is only if you're using it consistently. By consistently, I mean morning and evening, each and every single day, even Sundays, each and every single day, morning and evening, and for sure I can guarantee you your skin will be 1 or 2 shades lighter. Of course, combined with exfoliation, I can guarantee you foolproof my cream will work on your skin. So just be patient and be consistent. Now, the very next tip is something I wish someone had told me earlier before I went and damaged my skin with skin whitening creams from River Road and other sources. So, and that is to make sure you read the skin whitening ingredients. This is something I get asked a lot on my DMs concerning my skin whitening creams. It's very, very well written here. It has collagen, vitamin E and C, alpha hydroxyl acids, the AHAs. It also has alpha arbutin. These are the main active ingredients in my skin whitening cream. So it's very, very important to make sure you're looking at the skin whitening ingredients, because most products have a long list of ingredients, from the preservatives, the binding agents, the waxes, the glycerin, the moisturizing elements. There's so many elements that make up many skin whitening creams. So be sure you are reading that very well. Something like mercury and steroids are very harmful to your skin. Very, very harmful. And things like mercury, of course, when you're buying a skin whitening cream like this, you won't see the word mercury written there like mercury, it has mercury, because of course you know you won't buy. Mercury comes with different names. There's a scientific name it has, and that scientific name is what they normally use on most skin whitening ingredients. It's called I forget the name, but I'll put it's something very interesting I came to find out. I'll put the full names on the screen, the different names that are used to refer to mercury that you may not know. So that when you're looking at a skin whitening ingredient, you might not even know it has mercury, because the scientific name that is used in to name mercury is very different from the word mercury. So you may not even know that it has mercury in itself. So be very, very aware of the ingredients, and make sure you are using a skincare cream, a skin whitening cream like my cream over here, that has safe skin lightening ingredients. So the very next tip I have for you guys is to use kojic acid powder. Actually, to be very honest, let me be very honest, this is something I recently discovered in the course of my research. It's something I have not tried myself, but it's something that I have seen has a heavy research on. It's something that most people use and it works very well. It's by using kojic acid powder. Simply, it just means like you take some kojic acid powder, mix with water, then you mix into your cream. That way your skin lightening cream will work way much more faster. So kojic acid powder can be bought online. You can just go online and look for kojic acid powder. There are many companies that are selling it. So, and you just need a little bit of it to mix in your cream, and your cream will work very well. Now, like I said, I haven't tried this before, but it's something I'm going to be ordering soon, the kojic acid powder, and trying it on my cream. That way I can come and tell you guys how it works and be able to see the results for yourself. Now, the very last tip, which should even have been number one. I don't even know why I didn't put it as number one. In fact, if you're not gonna listen to any advice I'm gonna give you on skin lightening at all, at least listen to this one. Pay attention. Use sunscreen. Use sunscreen. I cannot emphasize enough. Like for me, I think I showed you guys last time. I'll show you my drawers right here. I have a wide variety of sunscreen. I always make sure I have a backup when it comes to sunscreens. I have this one from Nivea. Just as any sunscreen that has an SPF of 30 and above. This one is from Nivea, it has an SPF of 30. This one is also from this one is from Neutrogena. It has an SPF of 45. This one right here, which I haven't used a lot. Then the one I love most, and it's on my face and my skin, is this one by Paula's Choice. This one right here. So basically, just use, you don't have to use any of these ones that I have right here. But basically, just use any sunscreen you have at home, because if you're not using sunscreen along with the skin lightening process, you're basically doing zero work. You're doing nothing. You're wasting your money because everything you're going to be doing is going to be reversed by the sun. So ladies, guys, I can't emphasize this enough. Please make sure you apply sunscreen. And sunscreen does not only apply to those guys who are doing skin lightening, it applies to everybody. And on that note, please make sure you're wearing a long sleeved top when you're going out. Like for me, when I'm going out, I always make sure I wear a long sleeve top. I don't normally go out like this. I'm only dressed like this because I'm doing a video. I want to get to see my skin. I don't want to hide anything. If I have any skin damage, you see. If I have any green waves, you see them. If my skin is glowing, you will see it. So for me, I come out here on the screen looking like this so I can see me in full totality and see how my skin looks like. But I'm going out to do like shopping or anything, most of the times I'll be wearing a long sleeve top. If not, I'll be making sure I have my sunscreen on. And also I make sure if I'm driving, I make sure I have my cars tinted. Like if you have a car, I'd recommend you go to 3M, because 3M, their car tint is very different from the car tint you get from other companies, because the car tint has some properties that protect the heat from getting in, and also from the UV. They also block the UV from getting into your car. So make sure you have a well tinted car if you're gonna be driving. That way your arm won't end up becoming darker than your body, which happens to me at times, because at times I forget. Maybe I'm looking at something outside, then I'll just forget to close up the windows. Therefore at times my hand, this whole line, it will be darker, then this one will be lighter. That happens a lot. So to avoid that, make sure you use you have tint in your car, and you wear a long sleeve top, wear a hat. Just protect yourself from the sun at any cost possible, in any way possible. Now, the very next tip I have for you guys when it comes to using skin lightening creams is to read the reviews. But this is I don't know if this point really applies to all websites, because like something like Amazon, if you want to know the real actual reviews of a product, the unbiased reviews, just go to Amazon. Amazon, you see the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. But for some websites, like some company websites, they block those negative comments. That way everything that you're reading is all positive, and that's all a lie, because clearly everything can't all be positive. Of course, the people who are going to react differently to different products. So make sure you go to like go like if it's a well-established brand, go like on Google and search reviews for XYZ. Go and watch a YouTube video on that product and see how it works, like see how many people are recommending it. Now if it's a certain product, and like 9 guys like the product and 1 person that does not like it, then what does that tell you? The product is okay, doesn't have any problem. If 2 guys don't like it and 8 people like it, it's okay, you can go ahead and buy it. But if 8 people don't like the product and only 2 people like it, stay the hell away from that product. That is all I have for you guys. Those are the skin attending these are the tips I have for you for skin attending creams. The tips that I have used and they work very well, and I promise you, if you start using these tips, if you start implementing them, you will see a significant change and difference in your skin. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Please subscribe. It will really mean the world to me if you subscribe to my channel. It will help me to reach a wide audience of people who are dealing with issues on skin tightening, dark knuckles, acne, all that. So please make sure to subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, me giving you my tips that I've learned over the years about skin tightening, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe as well. That's all I have for you guys. Until next time, see ya.